Yo boys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market, and guys, today I'm back at it with another episode of the Trading to 500K. We did sell some things overnight, which is really good to see. Bonaventura sold for 88.5. We picked him up for 80,000. Andre Silva sold for 16,750. We bought him for 14,000. And Falcao finally sold for 46, which we bought for 40,000. So as you guys know, we can go ahead and clear all of that. Now, a lot of this stuff did not sell overnight, and that's due to the market just being kind of overall low. We're going to hit it up with a nice little relist to go overnight again. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to just relist all of these, even including the Parejo, the Moy, all that good stuff. We're just going to relist everything. We're doing pretty well. Today is a special day because, as you guys know, today is marquee matchups. I believe they are out. So let's go look for ourselves. So we do have, do we have marquee matchups? A lot of people are always asking me for what are those great sniping filters coming up. So where are the marquee matchups? Are these the marquee? Got it. Okay, marquee matchups. So Napoli, Roma, Man City, Chelsea. I would assume that Napoli and Roma players could be up. Man City or Chelsea players could be up. I would say Man City or Chelsea players are probably up. Let's look at Napoli, Roma, and then we'll look at Man City, Chelsea players. It's one of my favorite times of the week. It just depends on the filter that we're looking at, because sometimes it is really hard to get these players cheap. I don't know how cheap they're going to be. So it looks like Man City players are 2,000. They're not great, right? Man City players are not great. They are up in value, but they're not up a ton. And the same goes for the Chelsea players. I believe they're 1.3. So that's not going to be our look, in my opinion. I think we can do a little bit better. Let's see. Let's head over to the Calcio. There's always one filter that's insane. So first we can go look at Roma. You only needed one player from each club. So again, I'm not expecting these to be soaring in the sky high, which they're not. So these ones are not high at all. And Napoli seems to be pretty high. All right, so we can't directly figure out like what exactly is going to be really cheap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Flippin right here, and what I'm going to do with you guys is what we're going to really look at is which SBC is the one, sorry, it's a little bit out of order there, but which SBC, it's 33K for it all. Which one is costing the most? So it looks like the Spartak is costing you a lot. Spartak Lokomotiv? Spartak Lokomotiv? So you need one player from each. All right, so let's hop on. Because it's more of a team that it could be a little bit more rare, let's just see, is there anything going on with these two teams? Right, Spartak and I don't know how to pronounce the other team's name. Spartak, let's see. It's 1,200, so they're really not up. Unless the other one is up, they're not up at all. The other one could be up because I've never even heard of the other team. These guys are not up. I don't know how these marquee matchups are worth anything. This is weird. So none of these are up. The only thing I saw that was actually a little promising was the Man City one earlier. And besides that, nothing was really up. I mean, it's kind of crazy. There's nothing that's up right now. Let's see. Where is Man City? So Man City's 1.3. That's an insta sell. And 1.4 is not selling. So for us to make money on the Man City, we're going to have to snipe for like literally this price. And we're going to have to sell for 1.3. So we've won one, but the amount of money that's actually in this isn't great, which is kind of annoying. You want this money to be really good. They're insta-selling. I'm sure, guys, now I am recording this a few hours after, so I'm sure it was great. Like, right away, I'm sure this was beautiful. I'm sure that these guys went up to like 2 or 3K. It's not the best when you get on a little bit late. We already sniped a Mendy. Let's see. It's going to be like 300 a card, but it's a filter that you can use. Let's just see how often they're coming up. I don't know how often they're coming up. I don't know how often these things are coming up right now. I have no idea. So they're not coming up that often. So to be honest, guys, marquee matchups sniping is not looking too good today. I just have to be honest. I don't think it's been that good. We looked all around. We looked at all the marquee matchups. There's only one team that I haven't checked yet, which would be the Napoli team. That's the only team we haven't actually checked yet. And really seen is this going for a lot. Looks like the Chelsea's maybe a little bit higher than the Man City. So the Chelsea looks like it's bidding at 1.4. So I would say if we could snipe anywhere under 1.1, that's a success. And the thing is, I think there's cheaper Chelsea players than Man City. So let's see if they come up. We'll give this one a little bit more of a shot than we did for Man City, because I'm liking the potential in the filter itself. If we don't get anything, it's a waste of our time, guys, because These cards, what the heck is going on here? So we got 3 popping up all at the same time. We miss all of them, which is awesome. And we got the bid cannot be completed on one of them. That's probably the worst thing in the world. It's the worst thing to see in the world is when you get the bid cannot be completed. The thing that I like with Chelsea is I think they have more non-rares than City, so there might be a potential that more pop up. I don't know why the menu's being so laggy. The menu's kind of weird, and we're not being able to snipe anything. We're getting put in late. This new D-pad menu thing, I don't know what this new update is. It feels weird with the sniping, so we may ease down. We may ease off it a little bit. Now, I wanted to look with you guys today because the market is going so low today. It's actually not even funny. Like, when we were on yesterday, we were talking like, okay, yeah, the market's low. Like, you know, things might be going up. Things might be going up. The market is so low today, guys. It's kind of crazy. So I think what we're going to do, the market matchup sniping to guys today, it's not happening. It's dead. Nothing to do there. But what I want to do with you guys is we're going to, again, look at the team of the week. And I'm ever so thankful that our freaking Bonaventura sold overnight because I saw him at 80 this morning. So Jordi Alba's gotten a lot lower today. Asensio is a player that I do want to invest in. We got to see if we can pick him up for a really good deal. Just because I think Asensio, I think being Real Madrid and being 40K for a winger, I think it's too cheap. So let's see. Oh, guys, you guys know how I feel about sniping. I love it so much. I didn't get him. I love sniping though, boys. I can't get off it. No, but let's go look at Asensio really quickly. Now he's a player that I would actually recommend. I think there's no way he goes a little bit lower. 38K is the lowest I've seen him all week. Let's see. Let's see where he's coming up at. So 39. That's Nacho Fernandez, boys. We got the wrong player on our hands, boys. All right, let's jack this up to 42.5. Let's see what's going on here. So here he is, Asensio, the man himself. I think, guys, honestly, I'm looking at to buy him under 40,000 coins. So I want to be greedy, and if we can't pick him up for this price, then we can't pick him up for this price. Let's see. He's got a lot of starts at 40K, which means that he's on the decline price-wise. Nobody's buying him. It's a pretty damn good card, man, for 40K, but looks like his price is currently 42,000, which is too much. It's not worth investing in. Man of the match is something that I do want to take a look at, though, because man of the match is something that we always do investing in, and there are, on the low, like, there's man of the match cards out. So I want to do some investing with some of these guys. I know that this Jermaine was, like, earlier, I believe when I was streaming, he was hitting, like, really low prices. I'm pretty sure that he hit like 19K. I don't know if he's still there, but if he is, we're gonna totally have to take a look into that because for an 85 man of the match, like I just find that to be way too cheap. I don't know. So 17.5 on a bin. We're gonna go and pick that up. I think that's too low. Look, you got a man of the match card, French. This is gonna go out of packs on Friday. So I'm about that. I think that that's too cheap, and I think that it has to rise. You guys can come with me to Footbin really quick, and what we can do is we can look at these new players. I want to do some man of the match investing. We can look at these new players. Now these are some of the upgrades today, but I want to look in specific at all of these new players that got man of the match cards. Listen, Willian looks really good for my main account. Am I picking him up on this account? No, I'm not going to be picking him up at this account. But Jermaine is looking like a favorite for me. I mean, that's really low for that card. It has to be too low. And Fred as well. Fred's really low as well. I know the league isn't great for Fred, but Fred is really low as well. That Fred card, it's a CDM. It's Brazilian. It's not playing in an amazing league, but it's a decent looking card. I think Jermaine is our guy, though. I think if we look at any card that I really like, it has to be Jermaine. I think this card is just way too low. So that's why you guys see me super, super, super interested in it. And you can see that everyone just got bought up. I think all of them just got bought up. So I think we actually just picked Jermaine up at a really good price. Looks like his cheapest is now 18,000. So I think that's a decent buy. I mean, starting off the episode, I think that's not a bad buy. I think if you guys are looking to make an investment, I would probably pick up Jermaine's man of the match for like anywhere under. I think the price is 17. Under 18 is really a good price. I can't see you going wrong there. We're gonna throw a bid on that as well. Try to pick him up for 17.5. I want to go look at Fred. I want to maybe pick up another man of the match card, just as investments, boys. Let's see where he's at in terms of price. So he's at 16.5, 16,250, which is interesting. It looks like somebody's got a bunch listed. I'm not really liking the vibe of that right now. We can look at Manuel Fernandez. Where is he? There he is. He was, I believe, 16 when we looked on Flippin, but I don't know if he's still there. Is he not 16? Is he higher? What the hell is this group stage card? Maybe it's used? Interesting. Okay, no Manuel Fernandez is on the market. We're going to throw another bid on this Jermaine. I think it's too cheap. We're also going to do something where hopefully, like the team of the week has been getting leaked recently. So if the team of the week gets leaked tonight and I do see it, I'm going to record later tonight and see if there's any informs that I like as buys, like that I think are too low. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm not sure how that's going to go. But that's a possibility. It's another thing to look out for. We're going to let that go for 18 on bid. Whoa, Emmanuel Fernandez just popped up cheap. 15,000 coins, center mid. Damn. Those are low prices, and it just shows you right now the current state of the market. I was looking at Aaron Moy, who's a card that you guys know we trade with a lot. His first inform is so low right now. Like it's not selling at 24,000. It just shows you the extent of people that are on this game. It's losing actually such a player base right now. But it's just a mad price for a card like that, like an Aaron Moy. It's just I think it's such a crazy price, like 23K. I just think it's an absurd price. I'm gonna pick that up and try to flip it overnight, just because I think it's too low. It's as simple as that, guys. That's all it was. That's all the moral to the story is. We'll list it for 12 hours at that price. 26,250 should be too low. And then we'll head over to our watch list because we had some Jermaines coming in, which I do want to throw some bids on. Nothing that we did, you guys know that if you guys have been following, we've been doing some bronze pack method. Nothing in the bronze pack method actually is going up today for marquee matchups because there's no marquee matchups that really did any kind of silver or gold player requirements. I want to try to get him at 17. I'm trying to be greedy with this Jermaine. So I don't know if I'm even saying it right. So we're gonna hold out on that a little bit longer. And then let's keep looking at some of these cards that we're always looking at. Giroud got really low yesterday. I know we saw him at like 42, 43. We want him at the 40 mark. We didn't get him at the 40 mark. Let's see, is he available today? No, he's not that low. He's not that low. Lingard's another card we look at. We also need to take a look at Fellaini. Fellaini's another card that we look at a lot of the time. Lingard went up yesterday and looks like he's right back down again, which is interesting. I mean, do we have a Lingard that we tried to sell, or I don't think we won the, to be honest, I think we had a Lingard that we didn't win on bid, that we wanted to win, but we just didn't win it on bid. This Jermaine's going really high. We're going to go one bid on him. If that gets outbid, it gets outbid. It happens. Let's look at our friend Danilo Pereira. Let's look at him, right? So 60,000 coins. I think the lowest I've seen this card is probably in the 58 range. So 60's low. Problem is there's just no buyers right now, which is a problem. It's a problem. Of course, we get outbid. There's some dude buying out all the man of the match Jermaines on the market right now, which is pretty annoying. I mean, I'm looking to pick up some purchases on this episode, and we've been struggling to honestly find any. Marquee matchups is not great. Let's try this out. I got some good feelings about this one. So we'll add him. That's in 5 minutes. Let's take a look at our good friend Kostic. Let's take a good look at our good friend Kostic, the Cam Kostic. So he's higher today, 30K. 24, really? Hold on a sec. Does that have a hunter? So 24 with a hunter. 24 with a hunter is low. So we're gonna actually take that one. You guys know we trade with this guy all the time. We're getting some menu lag here, and we're gonna do our normal sell overnight kind of thing with him. We'll go 28,250 with him. Trying to think of other players that we like to do this with. Trying to think, is there any ones to watch cards that we could do this with, right? Like any ones to watch cards that have played bad today or have upcoming games. I want to pick up that man of the match Griezmann, but I just can't get myself to do it due to the fact that he could potentially get in team of the week, which is something that I'm a little bit skeptical about. I don't know. I want to get man of the match Griezmann, guys, but I just don't think. Well, first of all, we can't with the coin amount that we have on this. That we have right now, but I just kind of want to pick him up, but I'm skeptical. I'm not sure. So yeah, Jermaine still at 18K. What we're gonna do right now, We're going to set ourselves at 120. And we are going to go to the Hunterland. We're also going to look at Falcao. Falcao is a card that you guys know we always look at. So we are definitely going to take a peek at Falcao today. See what's going on with him. We could also look at Rooney. Rooney's a card that we haven't looked at in deep. And then we'll look at Dembele as well. So we'll look at Falcao. We'll look at Rooney. First of all, we have the Zaha coming up on open bid. Let's see what is his cheapest with a Hunter. So his cheapest with a Hunter appears to be 49 so far. I haven't seen one lower. I would assume it's so 44 on bid. Those are too cheap. Somebody's literally mass listed those. All right, so like this one has a center mid. That's too cheap. So you see that? That's too low because it's got a center mid. It's just too low. I know for a fact that's too low. Now, it may need a relist or two, but that's going to be sellable for over that. So that's a great deal. We don't even need to worry about that other Zaha on bid due to the fact that deal we just got. Because he's converted him to center mid, it's such a good price. I'm telling you guys right now, that is very, very, very worthwhile. That's cheap for Zaha, man. I'm interested in that. I'm not going to go for it, but I am interested. I don't want to go for it. As you guys know, we already did pick up one right there. So that's why I don't want to directly just go pick up another one. But I am interested in that one for sure. Let's look at our guy Dembele. We saw a really cheap one the other day. Remember, we saw him for 14K. He's already up to 19K. I'm trying to think. We were going to look at Rooney. And there was one other dude we were going to look at. And I can't even remember who. It wasn't Giuliano, was it? There's no way we were going to look at Giuliano. I know earlier I wanted to look at Fellaini. And this is just a market look right now, guys. We're just taking a gander. All right, that's all that's happening. So nothing crazy on there for Rooney. Fellaini we will look at as well. Falcao. It was Falcao, boys. It was Falcao. Now I remember. 43. I think we said if we saw Fellaini in the 30s, we would go in. I haven't seen him there yet. Every time we look at him, we can never find him there. He gets so close, like 41. But that's just not the buy. There was a 39 start. But that's still not going to be good enough. We want them in the 30s. You want to get greedy, guys. You want to make sure you're getting these players for like insane prices. Obviously, this Marlos is a card that has gone really low today. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. Can we get a Marlos? Because Marlos is a card that has 5-star skills. He's in a weird league, but we've already made the investment today. Let's make some more investments. Why not? Now, the thing with Marlos is that he's been over 37 all week, and today he's just gone low. Like really low. So 35 would be his cheapest. 36 is his cheapest. We'd ideally like 36 with a right forward and a Hunter. All right, hold on a sec. Let's see. I know it hasn't sold for a while, but that's cheap. 36 with a right forward and a Hunter. How many of those are those? Can't be too many of those, huh? 36. How about a right wing? If we just search right wing. Let's try right wing. So 35, that's already got a lot there. 35, interesting. We're going to go for it. I think we can totally sell that for more. I know it's been up there for an hour, but we can totally sell that for more. We're going to relist him probably at 40. We're going to go 47.50. We'll go 41.750. I think that's reasonable. If you enjoyed today's episode, guys, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for still supporting this series. We're trying to grind our way to 500K. And yeah, marquee match wasn't great today, but I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys in an episode maybe later tonight. We'll see. Stay posted for the new episode. Peace.